Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We're live and on the air, and we're going to roll over to Blount County. Going to talk to the head coach of the Alcoa Tornadoes, head coach Gary Rankin. How you doing tonight, Coach?
Doing great, Stork. Thank you.
Well, Coach, Alcoa is 2-0 and came away with a big win against Gatlinburg-Pittman. We talked to you last week. You wanted to do a little bit better in the kicking game. Did that happen, and how did it go for the Tornadoes?
It did happen. Our kicking game was good and solid, and had some consistency there. We played awful well early and got a pretty big lead, and got to play a lot of kids. So that's always good for us, and it's really pleasing when you can get a lot of kids in the ball game.
It sure is. We're running into a little COVID. You may be running into it a little bit. How are things going on that front? And I'm not trying to be a doctor, Coach. Just want to check in on you and see how your team is doing as it relates to that matter.
Well, we're handling it two ways. We've got about 45% of our kids vaccinated, which is good. And we've got we just went back to the protocol from last year when it was going on, and our kids are wearing masks. Our football players are wearing masks at school, and we're keeping distance on the practice field some, and we're distancing in the dressing room. So we're doing everything that we did last year, and with the kids that are vaccinated, they sort of got a free pass right now. So it's been a mixture of stuff, but we're trying to handle it, and we're not as concerned with the kid catching it as we are getting contact traced. There's really nothing we can do if a kid catches the virus out somewhere, but we sure don't want them to be in at a party or at school or somewhere and around somebody that has it, and they contact trace 10 or 12, 15 people. So that's where you can get in trouble, and we're certainly trying to guard against that. We have our kids eating at different places in the cafeteria when lunch is going on. So we've been on top of it pretty heavy and pretty adamant about what our kids do to try to protect themselves and protect their teammates.
Coach, congratulations on getting those kids stepping up and deciding to get vaccinated. Was it just one or two that kind of jumped in and then the others joined? And is that something that's kind of, a team thing within your organization that we all want to be vaccinated if we can?
Well,
we
talked about it earlier, and I told them the same way I do my own children. My children are vaccinated, and we've been talking about it back through the summer, and some of them went and did it, and we're certainly not forcing anybody to do anything. We are forcing them to wear a mask at school, so it's worked out pretty good with us. And I think once the FDA passed it, made it legal or whatever, we had a few more, but most of our kids have stepped up, and I guess their parents, and that's what they wanted them to do, and the rest of them were masking up just like we did last year.
Well, Coach, I don't mean to those that have not, but I'm just surprised at those that have not and the amount of money some of those people make, and some of them are leaders and stuff that haven't stepped up to get it. I've gotten it, and I talked to somebody the other day that asked me and is going to get it and everything, and so it's just the right thing to do. It's where we are, and the people before us, they had to get vaccinated for polio and other things. So it's society today, and if you want to live, and I want to live, Coach, I guess that's what it gets down to, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess, and it's just it's part of being a teammate and teamwork, and like I say, we're certainly not forcing anybody or trying to promote the shots, but we're trying to promote whatever we can do to see that we can get through our football season and keep our kids safe. So most of them that hadn't been vaccinated are wearing their mask religiously, and so we'll make it work that way.
Well, Coach, please let all those players in your squad know that I am impressed with those that have jumped up and done it, and those that decide to go and do it. I'm impressed with them, so I applaud them, and we'll put that to bed. I want to talk a little bit about Coach Brian Nix, the defensive coordinator. He was giving the Broyles a reward winner of 2021, and could you talk a little bit about that? He's your defensive coordinator, and he's a big cog in your football program.
Right, that's one of the biggest awards you can get for a high school coach, and I wasn't really that familiar with it till I got some calls and stuff, and I told him I thought he would certainly be deserving of that, and there's no doubt he's one of the best defensive coordinators in the state, and maybe around in the South. So he's an excellent guy. He studies football. He relates well to kids, and certainly been I think every head coach has got a right hand man or two, and he's certainly that. So he's done a great job with our defense and has for the 15 years that I've been here. And like I say, he studies the game and he stays on top of everything. And and he knows that if we got a great player, I'll put him on defense first before we put him on offense. So we believe in defense around here, and I think it's pretty simple. No matter what the game is, whether it's basketball or baseball or football, if you play pretty good defense, you've got a chance. So we sort of emphasize that at our place.
Congratulations once again. I'm glad he's on your staff. Let's move on to Game 3. You got Northview. They're 1-1. The Cougars. Talk a little bit about Northview and what you think about them as you trade a video.
They've been in a rebuilding mode the last couple of years, and Heath Woods is their coach, and he's been around for a long time and been successful at a lot of different schools. And I think he's got them on the right track. He's got numbers up at the school, and seems like they're playing a little better football. So we'll go up there. We play tomorrow night, actually. We're playing on Thursday night. So
I did not know.
We're going up, and I'm sure it'll be a good night, a fun night for us.
Well, Coach, safe travels. Good luck tomorrow night. Hope you become 3-0, and stay safe.
Thank you, Sork. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you, Coach.